Hey, it's been a while. I stepped away for a bit, but I'm back. This is the beginning of a new series, a story about a man raised in violence, and the one person who might save him or ruin him. Welcome to Mateo, a Syndicate story. If you're here for action, dark romance, flawed characters and stories that hurt a little, you're in the right place. Subscribe if you want more, because I'll be uploading, and I'll be waiting. You ever stand at a crossroads and realize there's no right turn, and every direction is a punishment dressed up as a choice? People like me, nothing good ever happens, and I have to pay for what I've done, one way or another. I keep telling myself I can handle it, that the pain fades, that the nightmares stop if you face them head on, that the blood I've spilled deserves to stay where it fell, in the past, not leaving a trail behind me everywhere I go. But that's a lie, isn't it? Even when I shut my eyes, I still see it in every mistake, every body, every ghost I created, because I did what I was told, because that's how I was raised, because I was too angry. It's all I knew. But then there's her. When I open my eyes in the morning, before I remember who I am, before the weight of everything I've done crushes my chest, she's the first thought that hits me. I wish she was right there, breathing beside me, looking at me like I'm more than the monster my world insists I am, like I'm a man worth the softness in her voice, or the warmth in her hands. But then reality catches up, and reality is cruel. Because when I close my eyes, you know what I really see? Her face, but twisted in fear. None of the men who want me dead, none of the Syndicate that owns every bone in my body, but of me. That's what terrifies me the most. I've lived my life surrounded by demons, and I became the sharpest set of teeth among them, and I've had to be. You don't survive this long in my world by dreaming of love or family or anything pure. I was a boy alone, abandoned, and they taught me everything I know. You survive by cutting the world before it cuts you. You survive by learning to bleed. But she makes me forget who I've had to become. One smile out of her and my armor cracks, like it's made of glass. One touch and suddenly, I'm that boy again. The one who was afraid, but gentle, pure, that still believed in something other than violence. And that's a problem, because if I let her in, I drag her straight into my hell, into a war she never asked for, a war she'd lose before she even understood the rules. My enemies would use her to break me. My own Syndicate would use her to control me. And me, I'd hurt her just by being who I am. I would never lay a hand on her, but my chaos would swallow her whole. So what do I do? Which suffering is the one I'm supposed to choose? Do I keep her close and pray for the first time in decades that I can protect something delicate, even when everything around me is not? Or do I walk away? Pretend I don't care. Pretend I don't dream of a life I'll never get to have. Pretend she didn't make my chest feel human again. If I stay, she might get hurt. And if I leave, what then? People think the hardest part of this life is the violence, the guns, the bodies, the nightmares. But they're wrong. The hardest part is knowing the one good thing you ever touched. The one clean, bright thing in a world full of rot might be the very thing you destroy just by loving it. So here I am. I have to choose which version of hell I can live with. The worst part of it all, no matter which road I take, I already know the answer. I was never meant to be loved by her, not in this lifetime. But that doesn't stop me from wanting her anyway.